So we were discussing about the rules of debit and credit. What were the two approaches?
Traditional.
Traditional and modern.
Traditional and modern approach. Very good. And traditional approach, what are the three types of accounts? Yes?
Personal, real, nominal.
Personal account, real account, nominal account. What is the rule of personal account? Yes? Personal account. It's okay. Today is the first day. I understand. No problem. But you should learn it.
Debit the
Debit the
receiver,
receiver,
credit the giver.
credit the giver. And how about the rule of what? Real account.
Debit what comes in, credit what goes out.
Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Very good. So that was about real account. Now, so the discussion is over, I understand. Machinery, I told you this example, no? Machinery and cash, both are assets. Machine came inside, so we'll debit the machine. Cash is going outside, debit the receiver. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Cash is going out, we credit cash. Okay. Now moving to nominal accounts. So what are nominal accounts? Nominal accounts includes accounts of expense, loss, income and gains. So the nominal accounts, you can see the rent, lighting, insurance, dividend, salary, all these are examples of nominal account. Commission received, rent paid. Okay. So income, expense, loss, gain. You cannot see it, you cannot touch it, you can only, what you say, you can feel it. Something is happening there, but it is not real, it is not personal. They are nominal accounts. So the rule is debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. This is a rule for nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Expense and loss, similar in meaning. Expenses, loss. Expense, loss. Income and gains. Income, both are received. Income and gains. Debit all expense and loss, credit all income and gains. Okay, actually this transaction, the accounts, the first categorization is, the accounts we divide into two first, personal account and impersonal account. Accounts we first divide them into two. Personal account, you know now. Personal account, what are they? They are people, artificial person or persons. And impersonal account. This is a first classification. Later on, this impersonal we are classifying into real and nominal. You understand? And actually, we can say that under traditional approach, actually there are three accounts. Personal account, real account, nominal account. Actually, this real and nominal, they are impersonal. Personal, impersonal. Impersonal classified into real and nominal. This is how the classification is. But to sum up, you can say that under traditional approach, there are three accounts. Personal account, real account, nominal account. Real and nominal account, they belong to impersonal accounts. Okay. Now, when any prefix or suffix is added to a nominal account, say nominal accounts are rent, commission account. These are all Nominal account. Okay, nominal account. But when you find something, prefix or suffix, you know what is prefix and suffix. You might have learned it in English. Some words are over here and some words are over the right hand side. See, you can see in the table. Rent account. Rent account is actually a nominal account. But rent prepaid, outstanding rent. When you find some other words along with that, we consider it as a personal account. Just understand this. Okay. So sometimes you will ask me, salary. Salary is actually an expense. It is a nominal account. Then why is it taken as personal account? Why? Personal account means when you apply the rule. Sometimes you apply the personal account rule. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So I'm clarifying that nominal accounts are simply when the names are given. Rent account, interest account, salary account, insurance account, commission account. These are the nominal account. But when you find some prefix or suffix with that, suffix means after the word. Rent prepaid. This is prefix. Outstanding rent, which is coming before the word. Okay. If you find such words, then it becomes what? Personal account. Oh, wait. Then it becomes personal account and we apply the rule of personal account there. Okay. Anyway, this is the traditional approach. You should know the rules very well. As an accounting student, you should know this traditional rule. 3 golden rules of accounting. Personal account, real account, nominal account. What are the rules? For personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Nominal account, debit all expense and loss, credit all incomes and gains. You should study this. So this is about the traditional approach. And now, as I said in your textbooks, and nowadays we follow the modern approach. And it's very easy. Don't worry, I'll tell you a trick also after that to learn easily, to remember easily. So traditional approach, these are the rules. I hope you have taken it down. If you haven't, please note it down. Personal account, real account, nominal account. Rules, traditional approach rules. Please take it down if you haven't noted it down. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Debit all expense and loss, credit all incomes and gains. Personal account, real account, nominal account. And under the next table, you can see the examples too. Personal account, natural person, that means Sunita account, Ashok account. These are all personal account. Artificial person means, I told you, they are the company or business. Radhika Sports Club account, Municipal Corporation account, Bank of India account. It's a bank. It is an artificial person. Representative personal accounts, when along with the nominal account, I mean if there is any prefix or suffix, it becomes personal account. They are the representative personal account. Outstanding expense, prepaid expense, income received in advance account. Okay. Tangible and intangible, you know now. Tangible, which can be seen and touched. Intangible, which are not seen, which cannot be seen or touched. Nominal account, expense and loss, incomes and gains. Okay. Now we are moving to, I hope this is over. Okay? Finish? I'll send it in the group now itself. Next is the modern approach. This is the modern approach. Rules of accounting, modern approach. Under modern approach, these are the headings that we give. Asset, liability, same headings. Whatever we have learned according to the accounting equation. Asset, liability. This is a little more easier. You will find this more easier than the other one. And that is why nowadays we all follow this modern approach. Modern approach also we call it American approach. American. Okay. So under modern approach, we classify this all the accounts under these headings. Now it's easy. Asset. It is possible. It is easy for you to identify which is an asset, liability, income, expense, capital. Income and gains, expense and loss, capital. The familiar words. Yes, finish. I'll tell you a trick also to learn this, to keep it in your mind. Okay, now listen carefully. These assets and liability, okay? I'm sorry, assets and expense. The two headings, asset and expense. Asset, expense. See, when a transaction is given, you will identify whether it is an asset or expense. Okay? If it is an increase, you will understand this better when you do the problems. Let me tell you, increase in asset, increase in expense. If it is an increase in asset and expense, you will debit. See, asset increase, debit. Expense increase, debit. So when decrease, automatically the opposite. When the value decrease, it is credit. So just learn one concept. You learn it. Asset, expense, when increase, you debit. And you have liabilities, equity, revenue. What is equity? What was equity?
Asset is equal to
Equity. I am not asking the equation. Not the equation. Capital. It is the capital. It is another term for capital. Okay? Equity is capital only. Okay, so, and the next one, liabilities. What else? Liability. Oh, where did that go? Okay. Liability, equity, revenue. When they increase, we will credit them. Relax. Be cool and understand. Asset and expense, when they increase, we will debit. Liability, equity, revenue, when they increase, you credit. And when they decrease, it is just the opposite, reverse. Now, I'll tell you a trick now. Yes, ready? Okay. What is this word? Read this word. Read this word.
dealer.
Dealer. You remember this term, dealer. D is for drawings. I'll let you know, okay? D is for drawings. E is for expenses. A is for asset. L is for liability. E is for equity. Equity is capital and R is for revenue. Dealer. Dealer. Okay? Just a second. DEA. DEA. The first set. DEA. When they increase, you will debit. DEA. There are total 6 alphabets here. DEA, LER. The word is dealer. DEA. Drawings. You know drawings. What are drawings? That is the answer.
Taking money from business for personal use.
Yeah, okay. For the personal use. That is for personal use. Drawings, expense, expense and asset. The first 3 terms, when they increase, you debit. Liability, equity, revenue. When they increase, you credit. Learn one concept. Keep that in your mind. Then you can just change it when it decreases. Are you noting it down? You understand? Yes, please note it down. Please understand. Then it will be easy for you. Remember this term, dealer. DEALER. DEA, when they increase, increase. Only think about the increase. Then automatically we'll change it when it is a situation where there is decrease. DEA, when increase, debit. LER, when increase, credit. So what happens? DEA when reduce, when decrease, what will you do? DEA decrease. What is to be done? Credit. Okay. LER, when decrease, what do you do? Yes, debit. So, is it okay now? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is the word? Dealer. Dealer. Drawings, expense, asset. Drawings. The money that is withdrawn for your personal purpose, personal use. Drawings, expense, asset. When increase, debit. Or you can use this linkage also. DD. D is for debit. So DD, debit. Debit. Drawings, expense, asset. When increase, debit. Increase, debit. Liability, equity, revenue. When increase, credit. Increase, credit. Then the vice versa. The opposite, opposite. Deal. Okay, dealer. Anyways, now I'll give you a problem. So, the summary, types of account, traditional, modern, personal, real, nominal, modern, asset, liability, capital, expense, loss, revenue, gains. That's done. Now here there are 4 transactions. Tell me the accounts. We are going to follow the modern, okay? Modern. We'll apply modern. Goods purchased for cash. What are the 2 accounts that will come here?
Stock, cash.
Sorry? Once again?
Stock.
It is stock. I agree that it is stock and cash. But regarding the stock, when you purchase or when you make sales, the account that you prepare is purchase account. Okay? Purchase account. If it is purchase, you record it under purchase account. If it is sale, then you will prepare a sale account. Clear? So it is stock only, it is goods. It is goods. Okay, it is goods. But when it is purchase of goods or sale of goods, the account that we prepare is purchase account, sale account. Okay, so the first one, purchase as well as purchase goods for cash. Okay, now one of you or somebody, you all think of and tell me what should be debited, what should be credited. Yes. First one we have purchase, then we have cash. So what should be debited? What should be credited? Tell me. See, purchase. What are we purchasing? We are purchasing stock. That you know, stock. Stock and cash. Stock is also an asset. Cash is also an asset. Both are assets. Now tell me, what is happening here? When you purchase stock, that is, we will write it under the purchase account. It is stock, so asset is increasing there. Am I right? And when you purchase stock, you are paying cash. Cash is an asset. What is happening to cash? An asset, it is decreasing. So what should be given debit? What should be given credit? Yes? Purchase. You are purchasing stock. Note it down. I think you can maintain at least at the last page behind the book, you can maintain a list of asset and liability. Okay? Assets. The stock is asset. These are all assets. Stock, cash, bank, then building, land. I think in the previous chapters folder also I have given the list. Stock, cash, bank, building, land, machinery, furniture. These are usually asked. Furniture. Whenever you come across some asset or liability, please note it down. So that I told you, the same things will repeat always. Once you come into that track, you will get it. So now you know, immediately when you hear the term building, you know that it is an asset. Similarly, you will get used to all these terms. So stock is an asset. Cash is an asset. Both are asset. So here, asset is increasing as well as asset is decreasing. Which asset is increasing? Stock. Stock we write it under purchases. Purchase account. So purchase account we will give debit. And cash account we will give credit. Is it clear? Do you follow? Any doubt, please ask. So this is about the first entry. Alan Verghese, are you there? Sayuji, Nestle, is it okay? Do you understand? Krishna, switch on the video. Nestle, is it okay, Nestle? Okay. So, let's see the next one. Cash sales. Cash sales. Tell me what is happening there. What are the accounts there? It is a cash transaction. Sales. Sales, you know it is stock. I mean, stock is being sold. Goods are sold. It is stock. So I told you, when the purchase or sale is taking place, we will write this under sales account. Sales means sales account. Okay? Cash sales. It is a cash transaction. What is coming inside? What is coming inside?
Cash.
Cash. Very good. Cash is coming inside. So that is also an asset, you know now. Cash is also an asset. Stock is also an asset. So cash is coming inside. Cash, which is an asset, it is coming inside. That means it is increasing. And stock, again, which is also an asset, it is decreasing. So which is given debit, which is given credit? Quick, quick, quick.
Cash.
Cash
debit.
is given debit. Then stock is given credit. Automatically, when you get one thing, it is understood. When one is debit, automatically the other is credit. These are all just common sense. One is debit, then the other one is credit. Okay, so you don't have to think too much. At least if you understand one thing, it's done. So that is done. I mean, it's clear. Alan Varghese, tell me number 3, transaction number 3. Let's discuss 3 now. Alan, you there? Krishna, tell me the number 3 transaction. Krishna, you are there? I think Akshay is ready. Akshay, tell me. Let's discuss number 3. Yes, Akshay, try.
Sale of fixed assets.
Sale of fixed asset. Yeah.
That means it should go to the sales account.
Yes. Thanks for reminding. No. See, only when goods are sold or purchased, we give sales or purchase. Okay? This is another point to be noted. When you sell or buy a fixed asset, okay, you will give the name of the fixed asset itself. Fixed asset. Please note it down. When the sale or purchase of the goods, the stock, only when the sale or purchase of goods, whatever the business deals with, goods take place only, we will write the account name, sale account or purchase account. When you are selling a fixed asset or when you are buying a fixed asset, we will give the name fixed asset account. Here it is fixed asset account. If it is sold machinery, then it is machinery account. We will write it under machinery account. If it is building, purchased building, that means it is a building that is purchased which is a fixed asset. So we will prepare building account. Okay? Okay? So here sale of fixed asset. Sale of fixed asset means it is a fixed asset. Here they haven't specified any name. So we will give the name fixed asset account. Okay? And it is sale. When sale takes place, what happens?
Cash.
Oh, wait, you completed, Krishnoni. Yes, you're right. Tell me again, I didn't hear.
Cash.
Cash. Cash will come inside. Fixed asset is going outside. And both are asset. Again, both are asset. So cash is coming inside means the cash balance of the bank is increasing. Sorry, not the bank. The business is increasing. Okay. And fixed asset of the business is decreasing. Am I right? So which is debit, which is credit? Finish. I stop with this question only. Don't worry.
Cash is debit.
Cash account, debit. Fixed asset, credit. Sale. Sale means cash is coming inside. Cash is increasing. It is debit. Fixed asset is decreasing. In the sense, it is going out. It is gone. Okay. Now, payment of expenses. Yes, Pranav, try. Payment of expenses.
Cash is received. No, cash is received.
Payment of expense. So, we have expense. As it is just an example, they have given everything directly. There is an expense and payment of cash. Cash. Okay. So dealer. Dealer. Dealer is a word. DEA. When increase, you debit. Expense. Expense is increasing. You're paying it. Your expense. You have to pay. Expense increase. Yes? So expense is given debit. Payment, no? Yeah, payment. Cash, which is an asset, it is decreasing. So cash, credit. Okay? This is enough. For Saturday, please learn the rules by heart and come. Rules, traditional approach, modern approach. Now, from Saturday onwards, we are going to use these rules. We are going to handle the transactions. I'll give the answers for this. Debit, purchase, yeah, the answers. You may take it down. If you haven't, please take it down. If you have already taken it down, take it down, no, it's okay. Yes? Yes? Anybody told me something? No. Okay. So, I want you to submit your notebooks, accounting equations, whatever you have done. Those who have submitted me the homeworks, it's fine. No need to submit me. Others, I want to see your notebooks, accounting equation. The problems we have worked out. Numerical question 1 to 10. There were 10 questions. Is it Nestle who's switching on the mic? Okay.
Ma'am, I was
Fine.
just checking whether my mic is working or not.
What?
I was just checking whether my mic is working or not.
Ah, it's working. It's working. Anyway, it's working. Let me check. Tell me the rule for personal account. Yes? It's working, Nestle. It's working. Okay, I was just kidding. Completed? Okay, I hope so. Yes, so that was all about the rules. Rules. We have two rules. I mean, the rules, the traditional approach and modern approach. Traditional approach, modern approach. Under traditional approach, the accounts is classified into three: personal account, real account, nominal account. And modern approach, or there is another name that is called American approach. According to that, we classify the accounts into 5: asset, expense, liability, equity, revenue. And I have added drawings also, okay, to help you to learn it better. So you can use the word dealer, DEA, when increase it is debit, LER, when it increase it is credit. Okay? Yes. So is it enough, or should I move to the next topic?
No.
No? Okay.